25th of May. I am on my lunch break from work. I have done quite a bit of work this morning, gotten quite a lot done. I am really tired today. I slept really badly on Saturday night and I had a pretty good night's sleep last night. I took some melatonin and some Valium just to make sure I'd get a good night's sleep. I had a kind of a shaky start to the morning. I am in a funk, I guess. Had to do some work around reframing attitudes, focusing on what I can control, what I can't control, and strategies for what's going to get best outcomes for me. So that was really helpful actually. It's kind of taken me out of the funk that I was in and got me thinking about things in a more positive manner. I also did quite a bit of work around my kind of plan of attack of what I need to get done, working out my to-do list and prioritizing. Gonna get back into it. All right, well, I'll speak to you tomorrow. Hello. It is Tuesday. I have some jeans that didn't dry properly hanging up to dry on my chest of drawers. So sorry about that. Didn't check the background before starting to film. It's lunchtime. I'm having a break from work briefly. It's been a alright day. I've gotten quite a bit done. Yesterday was a real struggle. The afternoon was not great at all. I was barely seeing straight by the end of the day. So today, concentration levels, all right, but much better than yesterday. Being exhausted really meant that I couldn't concentrate. I found it really difficult to focus on study or work or, anything really. I've got a few things I need to get done today. I'm powering through some of them. There's one big thing that I've been procrastinating on. It's making me a bit anxious. I did read a really great article at lunchtime, which I will link down below on Attitude magazine around anxiety and ADHD, and that was really spot on. It just hit the mark on the head for me. So talking about the spiral between not getting anything done because of ADHD and my brain functioning going down because of ADHD, then the spiraling anxiety that comes from that, which then spirals my ADHD because the more anxious I get, the more the ADHD plays up and then looping. It was really good to read that, know that I'm not alone and that the struggles that I have with my anxiety and executive brain function aren't limited to me. This is a common thing that other people with ADHD have. I'm not imagining it. It is really difficult and kind of reassuring to see that I've managed surprisingly well considering how difficult things have been. I spoke to a colleague on the phone for ages this morning. We're working on a project together and had to nut out a few things and mentioned to him in an offhand manner that I've been diagnosed with ADHD. He was looking up the symptoms and things and he was like, oh, okay, I might do a test to see if I've got this. That rings a little true for me. So he's going to follow up with his doctor. It's happened a few times to me, actually. I've talked to a few people about it and just sort of explained what my symptoms are and got ADHD. That's led to them kind of realizing that that might be something they need to explore themselves. That's one of the reasons that I kind of wanted to start this channel, because I think that, the symptoms for ADHD are so misunderstood and so skewed towards hyperactivity, especially in small boys, that if you don't have that type of ADHD, you can still be really struggling, but it gets missed because people don't assume that's ADHD. It's really reassuring to know I'm not alone. I'm going to get back to work. My phone's just messaged a couple of times, so I'll check those. And then I will knock off for the day and get this video up from last week. All right, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Hello. It's early in the morning. I'm still at work, but I've got quite a few appointments for next week, which happens to be June. So I need to kind of set up my Hobonichi planner for June because I haven't done that yet. It's all blank. And I thought it might be useful for me to talk you through the process of how I set up for a month, and you can kind of come along as I plan for June. Pretty simple, but here we go. Got a cute little button there with a bee on it, and it's made of tweed. The cover's separate, so you can get those separately. I've got just a pile of crap in the front, and then it's got this year at a glance. I've just put the days on because they were in Japanese and I couldn't read those, and then it's got last year and next year in it as well. From there it goes into kind of a yearly overview with days down the side. I use this kind of as the future log in the bullet journal system. So I put in any kind of important dates in advance. A lot of these unfortunately didn't happen. Didn't get to go see Arnie DeFranco. Didn't go on a city break. I did go to Polly and Cam's wedding. That was exciting, but that's the last thing that anything really kind of happened in here. which was sad. But this is kind of what I've got on for June. So I've got a kind of a workshop, I've got my essay due, I've got a public holiday, and then I doubt that I'm going to go to social sewing. I've also sort of got goals for the year. To be honest, none of these are really happening, so I'm just doing what I can. And my book club book for the week, it's messy, as you can see. I don't really care about neatness. Then if I flick here, this is kind of my May overview. I've got a colour for it. I've just coloured it in. You can see kind of not much in there. Dates, my friend Blake's birthday this week. Hello, Blake. Oh, today. Crap, that's today. I've better get on and message him. And appointments, but due to whole pandemic, not much in there. So this is June, but I do have a couple of appointments I need to remember. So on the 3rd, I need to put in my mentoring. So that's kind of my daily view. So I've got my top things I want to get done for work, my kind of day mapped out. Homework is kind of where I would do things like study or any YouTube related stuff. I study, and then things I need to get done at home. Got the week. So you can kind of see, again, I've broken it down. Usually I color code it. I've been a bit slack lately. If you go back to the start of the year, back when, you know, I actually had to use this, yeah, I was all color coded. So I just, instead of writing what I was doing at each step of the day, I'd put in appointments and things, but yeah, I haven't bothered colouring it in at the moment. I just haven't been bothered. That's kind of how I set it up. So the other things I'll do when I'm setting up the month, I need to put in all of the events from the start of the calendar. So this is a public holiday. I've got a meeting at 2 p.m. My assignment is due. Okay, so that's kind of the key things I needed to transfer. Oh, I had an appointment as well on Friday the 5th at 11 a.m. So that's kind of the outline, and then I will usually probably go through and highlight and colour, and I try to put, like, you know, any key jobs that are due that month and put them down the side there, and any kind of goals and stuff that I'm working for. To be honest, in this climate, I'm not really worrying about that too much. But that's kind of an overview of kind of how I set up my planner. All right, hope that was helpful. Hello. Just a quick update because I'm feeling kind of smug. I have done the big scary thing that has been on my to-do list all week. I finally faced it this morning. So got it off my list first thing this morning. I was kind of stewing on it last night and took a while to get to sleep. I've been having a Valium and some melatonin just because I've had such disordered sleep. But I didn't take the Valium last night. I did take the melatonin. And I did get up at oh, little visitor. I did get up at midnight and go and help myself to another Bakewell tart. Managed to get to sleep after that. Oh, snuggle time. So I'm feeling pretty pleased about that. I have signed up as a patron of How to ADHD, which is great so far. I've joined the Discord chat. You can see me there if you're a patron too, as Bell. Getting the accountability on some of those chat rooms has been great. Finding awesome people that are into the same games that I'm into, and great way to connect with people and find other people that go, oh, me too. So I'm just really thrilled about that. It helps a lot to know that I'm not alone and that I'm not imagining it. That's really good. I'm really enjoying that. So I highly recommend, if you can afford it, to join. Anyway, I will speak to you later.